All right, students, let's go way back. And no, I know you see Converse, but we're not talking about shoes today. No, we're actually talking about Converse, inverse, and contrapositive. And this is something that we're going way back to the beginning of the year. So let's start with Converse. All right. Now, here's your definition right here. And it says the converse of a conditional is formed by switching the order of the hypothesis and the conclusion. What the heck does that mean? Simply put, we're going to switch the order. So we have, if you study hard, then you will get A's. So you see? So we're going to just flip them. So instead, we're going to say if you get A's, so the green's going there, then, oh, whoopsies. See, even Mr. Elizondo makes mistakes with his smart board. Then you study hard. So all it's saying is you take the if part, which is this part right here, and you switch it with the then part. All right, that's all you do. So you just switch those two pieces right there. That's all that converse means. All right, let's look at inverse. There's the fancy definition, but you want to know, what does it mean? Basically what this means is you're going to negate each chunk. So right here we have this if you study hard chunk right here. And then we have the then you will get A's chunk. So now to negate means to make something negative, we know that. But in this case it's going to be to make it the opposite. So what's the opposite of if you study hard? Well, how about if you don't study hard, then, and what would be the negative or the opposite of getting A's? Well, not getting A's. Then you won't, oh, actually we'll go exactly directly. So you will not get A's. So remember, for inverse, you're just negating both pieces. So for converse, you're just switching them. For inverse, you're negating each piece. So if converse is to flip and inverse is to negate, the third one, contrapositive, is probably going to be, you got it, you guys are so smart. Contrapositive is a combination of both. So with contrapositive, you're going to flip and negate. So in other words, like it says right here, it does both the jobs of the converse and inverse. That's all it's saying. So let's look at this one in an example. This one says, if you, so same stem as before, if you study hard, then you will get A's. So we're going to flip them and we're going to negate both. So if you do not get A's, then you do not study hard. Simple, right? You got it. Just remembering all three. So real quick, converse all the way to the top. Flip them. Inverse, you just negate them. Contrapositive, you flip and negate. Let's see how this actually works in action. We'll look at two problems together. So let's look at this first problem. It says, what is the negation of the statement, the sun is shining? So with negation, negative, we think, okay, that's the inverse. And for inverse, we just simply negate it. So the opposite of the sun is shining would be, the sun is not shining, you know? That's number 4. Perfect. That wasn't so bad. Well, let's look at number 2. It says, what is the contrapositive of the statement? If I am tall, then I will bump my head. Well, what's contrapositive mean? Well, if I go back to my notes, contrapositive meant flip plus negate. So if I flip and negate the statement, it reads right here, if I am tall, then I will bump my head. If I flip it and negate it, it's going to look something like, if I don't bump my head, because that's the end negated and put up front. If I don't bump my head, then negative of if I am tall, then I am not tall. And now I can just oh wait, look, that's number 4. I didn't even need to write that. It's all right there. The reason I wrote it out, everyone, is because if you can do it on your own, then you'll be able to answer any multiple choice question. So I feel confident you all will be able to handle this. Remember, converse is flip, inverse is negate, contrapositive is flip and negate. Good luck even though you don't need it, and we'll be seeing you soon.